Now in I Hear What You Say, okay, it starts off really well. Just make sure the minims in the right hand bars, that you only keep them down for the 2 beats and not any longer. They were holding quite a long time, well after the rest, so watch out for that. Then you just need to try and keep this left hand just a little bit more gentle in the background. It comes into its own in a couple of places. Like there, and again on the next line as well. But otherwise, it needs to be in the background. We need to hear the melody. To release. To release. And so on. Okay, so yeah, keep the left hand just a little bit more into the background and try and bring out the melody in the right hand. There are a couple of accents that you need to point out. On the second phrase, the second line, there's one on the B and one on the E. Then on the last line, there's one on the D as well. And at the end of that line, again on the D. So there are a couple of little notes that you need to just push out a little bit, particularly where they emphasize that it's a tie over a bar line. You need to push into it. If you were playing it on your violin, you would probably crescendo through the note, but of course we can't do that on a piano. It does the opposite. The note dies away once we played it. Okay, so we need to push it a little bit first. Now, details, holding the parts playing notes, okay? So in bar 9, you've got the A, so that should be held down until you have to play it again at the end of the bar. So hold it, then play it again. Then it's the D, which is held until you have to lift the hand. So just check those two. Then on the end of the line, bar 11, we need to hold this E until we get to the rest, all right? So the E is down, hold it, then let go. Then again the A is held until you play it again. It's still held, then it plays again and it still holds until you move to the G. Okay, so the A through that 2 bars, 11 and 12, is overlapping with what's going on above it. I'll do that all again from the beginning of bar 11. So we're holding the E until the rest, the crotchet rest. Hold the A, then play it again, hold it, play it, hold it, then move to the G. Okay, the rhythm at the end of bar 12, you got a little bit wrong the first time. We did correct it. It's da, 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 da. Okay. So I think maybe some continued right hand only practice from bar 9 to bar 12 would be a good idea. Okay, and then when you put it with the left hand, you've got to try not to let the left hand upset what the right hand is doing. Okay, bar 11 to 12 is a bit tricky in the left hand because you've got 4 crotchets, of course, and then suddenly it breaks into quavers. Again, all right, so it gets a bit muddled with the right hand sometimes. So I'm going to go from bar 11, so they come down. Excuse me, the E comes first, then the left hand, right hand, lift the thumb, hold this right hand A, keep holding the A as long as you can. so I did that in very slow motion. It wouldn't be it would be an idea for you to do that because there's so much going on here. It's quite complicated music, so sometimes you do need to do it really slow so you can really think through each little element that you've got to incorporate. All right, so I'll go again from just before bar 11 with the tied E. Let the E up, hold this thumb down, hold the thumb, hold the thumb, okay, then we're carrying on, sorry, this is very similar to the first bit, isn't it? A bit different there, but not difficult to follow. Now here you've got to hold the F sharp, this is just before bar 16, no 17, sorry, while you play the D and the A in the left hand underneath, put the hand underneath the right hand. Then you bring the right hand up to the treble again. And I'm stopping in bar 21. Okay, again, there is a tied E in bar 18 with the thumb in the right hand that needs to be held all the way through until you have to move it to play the A that follows, and then you must make sure you hold that A until again you have to move the thumb to play the E next. All right, so maybe just do that little phrase 17, 18 and 19 in just the right hand only to make sure you've got that.